What's going on YouTube? This is Tyler from Team TYC here. We're a new Yu-Gi-Oh team on the circuit, and I got here one of our teammates, Seabass. And what deck profile are you bringing to us today?
Amorphages.
All right, well, let's check it out. Anything you gotta say first, or?
They're all floodgates. I mean, the deck does play a little slow, but since they're all floodgates, you stall your opponent so that you can be able to play late game.
And you just started recently playing this deck, correct?
Yeah, it just came out in Shining Victories, which only came out like a month or two ago, so I'm still coming across new card ideas and stuff.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, Brad. For the main deck, you play the main boss monster only at 1, because if you can get him out first turn, you have game, because when he's ritual summoned, your opponent skips their next main phase 1. So they would, on their first turn, if you bring him out, they just go straight into battle phase. So they can't, they have nothing on field. So it's just like, you win, really. And while he's on field, you negate the effects of all face-up fusion, synchro, and XC monsters.
So pretty much sells the whole game, no.
Basically. And then when he's destroyed, you can search a Draco Overlord monster, but you don't really use that effect in this deck.
All right.
Next up, 3 Goliath. He's level 8. You can't pen summon him, but he's basically a macro Cosmos. Next up is Double Sloth. He's the mistake. Again, you can't pen summon him, but he's still really good.
Now, would you play 3 if you got 3?
Yeah. And then Triple Pride, you really only play him because you can pen summon him since the scales are 3 and 5. You can only pen summon level 4s. And he's really like your main attacker. That's the only real reason why you play him. But if you're going up against like Nurse Burn or whatever, you can put him in scale and just tell that deck no.
All right.
3 Wrath. Again, he's one of your main attackers, and he says no to monster effects.
So he's pretty much an effect veiler.
He's a continuous effect veiler. He's a skill drain. That's what he is.
All right.
I play 2 Envy. This just says your opponent can't chain link to anything, which it's all right, I guess. Like, you never really scale. You really just put him in defense since he's 2050. So he's just got a big booty.
I was about to say he's just pretty much a big wall.
Yeah. Then I play 3 Greed because, again, another big booty, 1950. But he just says neither player can activate traps, which is like really good in today's format. So like they can't stall him when you pen summon or anything.
All right.
Play Triple Gluttony, Mask of Restrict. You can't pen summon him since he's a level 2, which sucks, but it's still really good. And then this is an anti-spell fragrance. But both players, if they play Amorphages, then they can get around it, but no one plays Amorphages, really. You never really see
playing
it.
Cosmos.
Yeah, Cosmo, VA, whatever. And even, like, Pendulum's coming back now. Yeah, I play it at 3. He's, like, really good. Plus, he is a really good attacker.
All right.
And then for the last monster, I play 3 Archfina Centric because just really good.
All right, so move on to your spells next.
Yep. I play 3 of the field spell, Morpheus Persona. The thing that sucks is it doesn't count as an Amorphage card because it doesn't have Amorphage in the name. But all Amorphage monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense, and up to twice per turn, if an Amorphage monster is tributed, whether it's for a tribute summon or card effect or whatever, you can draw 1 card.
Right.
And then he also brings out your ritual spell when he's in grave. Then I play 3 Infection. This card, all Morphage monsters on the field gain 100 attack and defense for each Morphage card on the field. And once per turn, if an Amorphage monster is destroyed by card effect, tributed, destroyed by battle, leaves field for any reason, you add an Amorphage card from deck to hand.
All right.
1 Twin Twister because you are playing Archfina Centrics, and you do want to get at least 1 Persona in grave. So, Upstart, 1 Trade-In because consistency, really. I would play more, but I don't have any. 1 Raigeki, field swipes. 1 Lysis. I only play him at 1 because it's not that good of a trap. It just helps you get what you need in your extra deck, really. And it also brings your opponent's monsters down 100 for each Amorphage card you control. So it's really good. And if they Twin Twister on whoever turn, it doesn't really matter. You can just replace it with another scale. And then for the last 3 cards, I play Pendulum Reborns because, like, you can't pen summon him, you can't pen summon him, and you can't pen summon any of the level 2s. So Pendulum Reborn brings them out so that way you can actually, like, keep your pendulums on field, because during your standby they all have to at least tribute 1 monster, and otherwise they get destroyed.
So moving on to extra deck.
Extra deck. I only play 6 because you never really go into it, because they all have effects that say whenever they're on field, neither player can use their extra deck except for Amorphage cards.
Oh, okay.
So 1 Harbinger, 1 of this dude. Says no to anything that plays in an extra deck.
But nobody knows his name.
No one knows. Double Castel, 1/103. This card's actually really good in the modern format right now, because there are quite a bit of decks that are switching their attack, like, to different things. You got Despots, like, even with if you have Lysis on field, your opponent's monsters are going down with attack. So then you can just target it, destroy it, and draw a card.
Okay.
And then Cowboy, just for the last finish off, really.
Alright, so that was an Amorphage Deck Profile. Do you see any hope for this deck?
Yeah.
Alright, you still working on the side and more, maybe extra?
Yeah. I wouldn't really touch the extra. But I'm still thinking of other things to put in the main deck and side.
Alright, guys, and that's it for our first ever video / deck profile on Team TYC. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, guys. Later.